What's going on, guys? My name is Joe, and today we're going back into the trophy pushing game at Town Hall 8. This is a tough project that we're focusing on for you guys. We're in Masters League. We just got to Masters League yesterday or late last night, early this morning. I don't even remember. It was exciting. It was a moment. I've been to Masters League before. This is not the first time I've done it, but I've never made it to Champions as a Town Hall 8, and that is what we're trying to do. Now, what is the point in all this? Well, I mean, go to your stats. If you go over to your stats and you are a Town Hall 8 or below, and you have not completed this task, let's see if we can find that achievement. It's right there. So League All-Star, become a champion, you get a free 2,000 gems, and those 2,000 gems can be used to purchase or acquire the 5th builder if you haven't gotten that already. So that's important to know if you don't know about that already. That's the reason why I'm doing it. I don't necessarily need the 5th builder. However, I've never been to Champions and I want to complete this achievement. So why not, right? So we showed you the army recently, and let me get into that tab. So the attack log, we're looking good. We haven't lost yet, thankfully. And we're facing off against a lot of Town Hall 9s. Now, the army has not changed. I'm using the same exact army as I posted the day before. And obviously, the Clan Castle troops are maxed this time around. So I've taken it over to Paradox, and we are working with max level troops in the Clan Castle. It's going to come into play a lot farther as we get along into this trophy push. Now, one of my biggest gripes about trophy pushing as we move up is the part where we get hit by Town Hall 9s, and we're getting crushed by Town Hall 9s. Now, that's completely understandable and obviously not a complaint. I know it's going to happen, but here's the thing. Why are they able to take 31 trophies from me, or 34 trophies for me, or 24 trophies for that doesn't make sense. They're not challenged. They're not doing anything special. It's a Town Hall 9 beating up on a Town Hall 8. I mean, no, really? You're not going to 3-star me? Come on, man. Really? That doesn't make any sense. But what happens when a Town Hall 8 3-stars a Town Hall 9? And that's where we're looking at today, is we have situations where we're only getting like 18 trophies for 3-starring a Town Hall 9. You can see that we're kind of sporadic. We got some 2-stars in there, 63%. We've gotten lucky a few times, 58%. A little bit of luck involved there, maybe some skill. I don't really know. And then, you got 100% for 16 trophies. And as you can see here, this base is not maxed out, and it's got dead expos. It's perfect. And we're going to follow our strategy about the same as you would in the previous video, where you're going to pick off some buildings on the outside, try to collect some of that percentage. That's important, gaining the percent to try to funnel. And that's what I'm trying to do right now, is I'm funneling. I'm using my minions up in the northern corner up there, and we got some archers over in the eastern corner, and we are basically setting up a funnel, trying to clear out all these buildings. We want our Valkyries to go into the core of this base and take down the Town Hall. That is the most important thing. I cannot emphasize that enough for you guys. And we're going to set a golem. So that golem's going to sit on the wall. We're going to send some wall breakers in. We're going to open up the compartment, and we are still going to allow our troops to work. We're going to get that Barbarian King in there. We're going to probably drop a few more Party Whiz in a moment, and we're going to clear out all these buildings. And the reason why is because these wizard towers on both sides of this opening will distract our Valkyries. You can see I just dropped a Scout Valk, and the Scout Valk goes in. That's a mouthful, Scout Valk. So that Scout Valk is going to go after the few buildings, and we're dropping a few more to try to clear out some buildings. We're going to use that King's ability to clear out some more buildings. And now you'll see I dropped the bulk of my Valkyries in the core there, and they're going to go into that rage spell, take down the Town Hall. Obviously, our expos, or the expos on this base, are dead. That's a good thing. And so they're going to clear out that core very easily, and then they're going to get caught on a wall. So that's where I'm going to use the heal spell, and the heal spell is going to carry our Valkyries to the back end of the base and go into the final defenses. Now it looks like we got a few point defenses, but I mean, either way, each attack is different. And so what I'm going to do here, probably the next video, is going to be a little bit of a let's play type video, where I'm going to show you like what I'm looking for and my favorite bases to hit. There's a lot of bases that are Town Hall 9 bases that I love hitting and getting easy 2-stars on. Now obviously, as they get tougher, it's going to get a little bit more tougher. But I mean, that's the best thing about pushing, is it's challenging, it's fun, it's something new. It's not the same thing over and over and over again, and you only get 30 seconds to attack it. So you have to make a plan as quick as possible and be able to do the best you can on that base to be successful. So I'm going to show you that army again. There's the army. It hasn't changed, same army as before, and we're going to take a look at a few more attacks. There was one that I got really lucky on, and I'm going to show you why I actually failed on it. So let's go find another Town Hall 9 attack. Okay, so again, another lightweight base. This base is, I mean, you know, the defenses are maxed out. It looks good, except for the wizard towers. The wizard towers aren't maxed out, but one of the things that I look at the most, or look for the most, is the expos being under upgrade. And this is a prime example of what I'm looking for. Now, this is one of my favorite bases to hit. Actually, it's a four-corner style base, if you will. I don't remember the proper name for this base. I have no idea, but I see it a lot. It's a very popular base to this day. And you'll notice that there is an expo right here that's still alive, and the one down in the south is actually under upgrade. King and queen are in the core. That's a good thing. You got some walls that are going to basically funnel our troops as long as we don't open up those compartments, and that's exactly how we're going to address this base. We're going to drop earthquake spells. We're going to open up the compartment to ensure that we direct our troops right into the core of this base. And then we're going to look for areas around the base that we can scout off some, you know, easy percentage. And you can see that we got archers around the base going after those builders huts. I love those builders huts. I mean, those builders huts are free percent. Thank you for putting them out there for me. So we're going to drop those golems, and then we're going to drop our party whiz back behind them. We're going to flank that king off to the side over there and let him take out some additional buildings. And we're going to allow the golems to move into the base, identifying some, you know, giant bomb placements, possibly, maybe some baby bombs. And you'll see that we got the Valkyries in the core almost. So we're going to drop a heal spell since there's an expo there working on our troops. And you'll notice that over to the western side over there, I did flank in the Valkyries from my clan castle. So you got two things going on here. You got a rage spell dropped in the core, speed those Valkyries up, make them powerful, and they'll take down the town hall easily. And then over in the western side, we're going to flank in some Valkyries to take some of the defensive pressure off of our Valkyries that are in the core. And so we're going to let them work. And we will actually, in fact, 3-star this base because the golems actually move to the opposite side of the base. They're going to distract some defenses. We got that single hog rider with the Valkyries moving around the base. And then we're also got some party whiz. And we're not dropping all of our troops. That's one of the main key notes here. Don't drop all your troops. You don't need to do that yet. If you hold on to some at the end, you'll be able to probably use them to secure the 3-star. And that's what's happening here. We're going to drop our minions over there on the far eastern side, picking off some additional buildings. We want these Valkyries here to go back into the base, and that's what we're doing. We're going to get rid of all these buildings on the outside and push our Valks into the base. And we still got a party whiz in our composition as well. So this base is going to fall for 3 stars. Now we're going to go take a look at an attack where I almost failed, and I got to show you why. Okay, so this base here is borderline maxed out. I mean, you got maxed out defenses. You got walls that are working on being maxed. He's starting to upgrade his walls. And you'll also notice that there's a king down here in the south. It's level 15. You got a queen that is hiding from me. Where is that queen? She might be down. Anyways, so I messed up on the drop of funneling the Valkyries. And remember that trick from the last video where I separated the earthquake spells and opened up a direct channel? I didn't do that here, and I kind of messed up, and I just opened up this entire side of the base. And what that does is it causes the Valkyries to have 2 choices instead of 1. And so instead of sending the Valkyries into this compartment here to go after the town hall, I gave them an option to go this way instead. And that actually hurt me very bad, and it's going to cause me to have a 1-star attack because the Valkyries were not funneled properly, and that was my fault for not planning that attack very well. So we got a minion, we got some party whiz, you got the golem tanking. You know, the routine now is pretty much cut and dry. It's dropping your golems, using them as tanks, and then sending the party whiz or the wizards back behind them to clear out buildings. Opening up the compartment, so we're looking good so far. King off to the flank. We're going to use him on the outside again. And you'll notice as the Valkyries hit this entry point, they're going to go into a rage spell, and then they are going to pull in 2 different locations. And they're going to find hidden Teslas. You got them going around the outside. They're following the king now. And this is where the attack goes wrong. Instead of cutting up into the town hall, the Valkyries found other targets around back behind the king. And unfortunately, this did not work out in my favor. They're going to continue on the outside of the base. They're on walls now. We got golems. They're working, well, now they're golemites. They're up in the north, and they are getting taken out by defenses. Now, they've taken out a few defenses, but unfortunately, I messed up. That was me on that one, and that's where that trick really comes into play. And if you're not sure what trick I'm talking about, go check out the previous video. I'm telling you, that trick really comes in handy on funneling the Valkyries exactly where you want them to go every single time. So we're going to finish it up here, guys. That's going to wrap us up for today's video, guys. If you enjoy trophy pushing, if you're going after the 2,000 gems, make sure you stick around. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and pay attention to what's coming next, because we're going to continue this strategy all the way up to Champions League and show you how to get there along the way. If you enjoy the content today, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and thanks for watching, guys.